A Sapulpa High School coach arrested for illegal drug trafficking. We're hearing from a parent of a Sapulpa student sharing their reaction to the news.
The Oilton community is trying to figure out whether they have a police force or not. We're live in Oilton with what we know about tonight's meeting.
And we've got a beautiful start to the weekend, but rain on the way too. All time out. When you need to be ready with an umbrella.
Covering news that matters. Fox 23 News at 9 starts right now.
Right now at 9, a big meeting just adjourned in Oilton over whether they have a police force back in place. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Shay Rossi.
And I'm Sarah Whaley. This has been an issue we've been telling you about since people living in Oilton contacted Fox 23 last week asking who's protecting their community. Fox 23's John Acebus just got out of that meeting tonight and is live with what happened.
Well, after about half an hour, maybe 45 minutes in executive session, they came back inside and they approved a new police chief. Though the mayor told me earlier this week they already had a police force. I guess that just makes tonight officially that they have a police chief and some reserve officers. Now, this is a very tense situation out here. The council is definitely not in unanimous agreement on almost anything in there, but they did come to the agreement on the police chief tonight. Now, a lot of people came here still upset about what happened to the former chief. I spoke with the former police chief, Larry Harris. He is still very upset at what he calls a wrongful termination.
When I was terminated, the board members were asking me what was going on. I'm like, you guys are the board members. You guys should know.
Coming up tonight at 10, we'll hear from the mayor and more from the former chief, as well as some people from Oilton who came out to the meeting. Covering news that matters, John Acebus, Fox 23 News.
New details. We are now hearing from a parent of a Sapulpa High School student after a football coach, you see right over there, was arrested for alleged drug trafficking.
Now, we first told you at 5, Sapulpa Public Schools confirmed Tyler McGrew, who was also a teacher, has been suspended. Fox 23's Alex Cash is live outside Sapulpa High School with that reaction.
Well, here at Sapulpa High School, the kids and the teachers have all gone home for the holidays. But I've been speaking to one mum who told me that her daughter goes to this high school, and she says that she's very upset over the allegations.
Made me feel very angry. Very angry.
Angela Wise told me her daughter goes to Sapulpa High School. She says she was not happy when she heard about Tyler McGrew's arrest.
I heard about it and I'm pretty upset about it. It makes me worried about, the kids at the school, my daughter. We have safety talks, drug safety talks all the time. We had another one tonight.
McGrew was arrested for allegedly trafficking illegal drugs and failing to yield during a traffic stop. The Creek County roster says he was arrested by the Sapulpa police around 11:15 Thursday night. On his Facebook, McGrew says he's a defensive coordinator at Sapulpa High School football, but Wise told me he's also a wrestling coach. Wise says she thinks parents should be able to trust teachers.
I think anybody working with children needs to be held to a little bit of a higher standard, because we're trusting our kids to go with these people. We're trusting our kids away from us 8 hours a day to be influenced by these other people. And so, yes, it's very important.
We reached out to Sapulpa Public Schools, who confirmed the arrest happened after school hours and off school grounds. They gave us a statement which says no students or other staff were involved, that Sapulpa Police told Sapulpa Public Schools about the allegation, and that SPS is assisting law enforcement with the investigation. It also says Sapulpa Public Schools has a zero tolerance policy for narcotics and dangerous drugs. They also say the individual has been placed on suspension from all teaching and athletic duties. Wise told me she's happy to hear McGrew has been suspended.
I think suspension is definitely the way to start up to, I don't think that somebody that's been allegedly dealing drugs needs to be around high school kids that are vulnerable to those types of things.
Wise also says she hopes the school after the holidays will hold an assembly to talk to kids about the dangers of drugs. I'm working to learn more about this arrest. Sapulpa police say they can't give us the details until Monday. I've also reached out to McGrew on Facebook to get his side of things, and I haven't heard anything back yet. Covering news that matters, I'm Alex Cash, Fox 23 News.
Let's take a live look now through the Fox 23 Skyview network. It's a beautiful Friday night. We are cooling off, but we should have a great day Saturday. Tulsa's chief meteorologist James Adelot is in the Fox 23 Severe Weather Center tracking the temperatures you can expect.
Yeah, going to be a cool start to the weekend, but clear skies and a light wind. The 37 won't come with any wind chill, but it'll be a cool start. We'll warm up fast, though, and one of the reasons why, with clear skies and a light wind, we're going to soar back up into the 50s by lunchtime tomorrow and 60s for afternoon highs. We're sitting at 51 right now in Tulsa. A lot of 40s on the map. Bartlesville, the cool spot. Coming up, I'll walk you through the rest of the weekend forecast, timing out when rain will move in.
And with the weekend so very close, now is a great time to download the free Fox 23 weather app, where you can get the latest forecast where you live before heading out to your weekend plans.
New at 9, we have new details about a man arrested in New York linked to a human trafficking investigation here in Oklahoma. Police arrested Lei Feng Jing on October 24th for an outstanding warrant from the Oklahoma Bureau of Narcotics. OBN says Jing was using a fake name and birth date for more than 2 decades to evade an outstanding deportation warrant from 2001. OBN says Zhang and another suspect, Jin Lin, ran a brothel in Oklahoma City. Here's Lin. They're accused of trafficking 12 women to managers and administrators of commercial marijuana farms. Agents are still searching for Lin. Anyone with information is asked to call 855-617-2288.
A man was sentenced for 2 murders in McIntosh County 7 years after the crime. Christopher Hathcote will spend more than 26 years in prison for shooting and killing his father and also another man back in 2016. Hathcote was found in the victim's truck at Sequoia State Park. Park rangers alerted police he was breaking into a church on that park property.
A first-degree murder warrant has now been issued for the man police believe killed a 16-year-old in Bartlesville. This suspect is already in custody.
Let's take a look at the mugshot we got this afternoon of Bryson Towers. You see there, he was arrested in Coffeyville, Kansas on an unrelated charge earlier this week. He's being held there until he can be extradited to Washington County.
The victim you see here is 16-year-old Marcus Stevens Scott. Bartlesville police say he was found on the side of the road, shot multiple times near Highway 60 and Frank Phillips Boulevard Monday night.
This picture is from a GoFundMe set up by his family. They say this is really sad. Scott has a baby daughter on the way who's expected to be born by Christmas Eve. If you'd like to donate to help with funeral expenses or his daughter's needs, we have a link in this story on fox23.com.
A Tulsa man is now charged with shooting up a bar on his 21st birthday, all because he didn't want to pay a $13 tab, according to police. This is Brennan Mata. Tulsa police say back in April, they were called out to the Big Easy Lounge on South Peoria. Witnesses told police that he ordered a free birthday shot plus some more drinks, but then refused to pay his tab. Witnesses told police shortly after Mata was kicked out, a black car drove by and fired 4 shots at the bar. Thankfully, no one was hurt, and officers arrested Mata yesterday during a traffic stop in Owasso.
So parents and guardians, I need your assistance. Get your student up, get them here on time. Let me be responsible for getting them in class, but I cannot get them in class and I cannot get them to pass classes if they are not here.
That's East Central High School Principal Gina Wilson on Facebook pleading with families to make sure your kids are in school every day. We told you Thursday about a chronic absentee problem across Green Country schools.
Fox 23's Tanya Motorzitsky learned how schools and juvenile court judges are working overtime to get kids to school.
This is where Muskogee Municipal Judge Tony Bradley Smith held juvenile court this week, the Muskogee Civic Center. This is a former video from an election, but I wanted to show you how big the arena is. The reason includes an increase in truancy cases.
Just like nothing I've ever seen before, the kids missing school.
The State Department of Education announced a chronic absentee problem in their state report card. Districts like Sand Springs are seeing empty seats daily.
Chronic absenteeism is definitely a difficulty for schools because we're seeing post-pandemic a lot of families just don't place as much importance on being in school as they used to.
That's Sand Springs Public Schools Assistant Superintendent Sean Beard. He says they have a school resource officer and 2 officers from the police department who will reach out to families if their child is truant. East Central Principal Gina Wilson says so many kids are failing first hour, so she's pleading with parents to help on Facebook.
It is because they are missing and late for first hour almost every single day.
Once you become truant, you go before judges like Smith. She says once you have 4 unexcused absences in a semester, you're truant. From there, students are issued a $110 fine and 11 hours of community service.
We have a partner there in court that they do their community service through, because it doesn't need to come out of mom and dad's pocket. You're the one that made these choices.
That's not all. You'll serve Friday night detention.
Do it once a month, and that is a boot camp style workout. Our drill instructor, who is an instructor at our boot school, who is a part of our alternative school, he is there. We have some coaches from the high school, and they work out. And it's meant to be a deterrent. It is not comfortable.
Covering news that matters. I'm Tanya Motor-Zitsky, Fox 23 News.
New at 9, Thanksgiving is less than a week away, and with it comes an increase in burn injuries as people try to make their Thanksgiving dinners. We talked with a burn nurse, Jessica Pilgrim, at Hillcrest Hospital, who says they see a lot of burns from hot water, steam, and grease this time of year. She told us a common problem is people not wearing the proper clothing, which can catch fire.
People are in the kitchen, they're socializing, they forget that they've got something cooking on the stove that's got grease in it, or they leave the turkey in the oven too long, and then they've got themselves in trouble and end up getting burned that way. Those are the main ones.
Now, she says it's always important to have a plan in case an accident happens, like having a fire extinguisher nearby. You kind of need that when I'm cooking anyway. And she says if a fire does break out, on a serious note, in the kitchen or in the pan, cover it up to smother the flames and do not try to carry it outside. Now, for more tips on having a safe Thanksgiving, click on this story on fox23.com.
Local Vietnam veteran never met his father. In fact, he doesn't even know what his father looks like. And all he wants is to see a photo of his dad. Now, with only a little bit of info to go on like a birth certificate, Tulsa's investigative reporter Jana Clark has taken on the task of trying to grant the veteran's request. Searching for dad. You do not want to miss this heartwarming update and see what Jana's found so far in her Fox 23 investigation. That's coming up Monday at 5.
The weekend off to a dry start, but rain is on the way. I'll let you know how much of your Sunday could be a washout.
A local nonprofit Food on the Move now has a new tractor after someone stole theirs last month. We're hearing from the organization's founder, Taylor Hansen, about the anonymous donors who replaced it. Drivers are hitting the road for Thanksgiving. What you need to know about if you're traveling for the holidays, next. And Fox 23 is always working to cover local stories that impact you. If you see breaking news, call us 918-491-0023 or send information, pictures, videos of news happening to news@fox23.com to tell our team what's going on.
Something seemed a little fishy.
Big red flag.
These wedding vendors say they wasted time and money on a day that was never going to happen. Elaborate plans made for a bride who never followed through.
She always missed the meeting.
And it didn't stop in Tulsa.
She wanted to elope and get down here and get it done as quickly as possible.
I'm Rick Marinon. I looked into how one Tulsa bride's big plans for her big day turned into a financial nightmare for multiple Tulsa wedding businesses.
I'm like, who does this?
Monday at 9 on Fox 23 News.
Hello, Oklahoma, I'm Mark Allen, Mark Allen Chevrolet. If you're in the market for a small or mid-size SUV, we got them. The inventory is looking great right now. Come see us and let's do business.
More than a decade before statehood, an intrepid Henry Holderman had a dream to dam the flood-prone Grand River and bring hydroelectric power to his Cherokee Nation. The manpower of the WPA brought his vision to life with an engineering feat that transformed the landscape and created Grand Lake the Cherokees. And with its 1,300 miles of shoreline and crystal clear waters, this green country gem is the heart of Bonita, Grove, and Ketchum. Known as America's Crossroads, where 5 highways intersect and a notable stop on Route 66, Bonita has long supported trade and tourism. And today, Grove is a rising aerospace manufacturing hub of the modern frontier, continuing our state's pioneering aeronautical legacy. Bank First is proud to serve Bonita, Grove, and Ketchum, and to support the economic growth and innovation that energizes the entire region. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
With a Medicare Advantage plan from Community Care, you'll get the benefits you want and your choice of the area's premier health systems. And you'll get the plan that has the state's highest customer satisfaction rating.
Locally owned Community Care offers the Medicare Advantage plans Oklahomans can trust. Call now to enroll in the plan that cares for this community like no other health plan can or does.
Hurry, call now as Medicare annual open enrollment ends on December 7th.
Community Care, your health plan with heart.
Hello, Oklahoma. When you buy a Silverado with us, make sure you accessorize it with us as well. We do it all here. Put it in your payment, small change in payment. Got to get the running boards, the lift kit, wheels and tires, bed liner, whatever you like, and we'll get you done. Come see us and let's do business.
Save with our 2 biggest sales in one at Johnson Floor & Home.
I like it.
New at 9, drivers are already hitting the road for Thanksgiving. We've been talking My Drive at 2 o'clock this afternoon, coming in much busier than usual.
Than normal, right? And AAA estimates close to 50 million drivers will get behind the wheel this holiday season, which is up from last year. Fox 23's Catherine James is live outside of QT in South Tulsa after talking with drivers.
Shay and Sarah, the drivers I talked with say that they've seen an increase of traffic all across Tulsa as people start hitting the road ahead of Thanksgiving. AAA estimates more than 55 million Americans will travel somewhere for Thanksgiving, and most of them will be driving.
I'm going to Branson with my family, and then we're just going to go to our lake house.
Landry Fields plans to ride with her family to Missouri and has already seen more cars on the road.
A lot of cars, a lot of traffic recently.
AAA says more than 49 million drivers will hit the road, and that's mostly due to lower gas prices. They say last year the national average was $3.58. This year, the national average peaked 3 months ago at $3.87 and has been coming down since. In Tulsa, the average gallon of regular gas currently costs just a little more than $2.70. With more drivers expected to be on the road this Thanksgiving season, some people got together a little early.
Me and the family, we just went to Big Cedar. It's out in Branson, Missouri.
Jason Jeffries says even though they tried to beat the crowd, he still saw a lot of traffic and expects more as we get closer to Thanksgiving.
Traffic was a little bit hectic at times, just because everyone's traveling right now, and it can get kind of crazy on the road sometimes.
Jeffries says drivers need to have patience with one another so everyone gets to celebrate Thanksgiving together.
Someone honks at you, wave with all 5 fingers.
Now, AAA expects that this holiday surge in car traffic will last all through next week, or the weekend following Thanksgiving. Now, they say the busiest day will likely be Wednesday, as always, the day before Thanksgiving. People just putting that off until then. Reporting live in Tulsa, covering news that matters, Catherine James, Fox 23 News.
Grove High School is getting a flight simulator thanks to a $45,000 grant. This is really cool news. The principal there says they started a 4-year aviation program back in August, and this addition will be perfect to get students prepared for a possible future in aviation. They hope to have that simulator by February of next year.
The city of Pawnee is working hard to reopen their library after plumbing and flooding issues forced it to close at the beginning of the month. Take a look. Crews have been really busy fixing the sewer line behind the library this week. The city says they are hoping to have a date for the reopening soon. In the meantime, while you don't have to worry about overdue books, if you do want to return them, you can still do so by using the drop box. In a Fox 23 follow-up, local nonprofit Food on the Move now has a new donated tractor after someone stole theirs last month.
Hey, we told you that theft really hit the organization hard because the tractor is really critical to their mission.
Fox 23 Scott Martin talked with the founder of Food on the Move, who you might recognize from a popular band.
To most of us, this looks like a simple tractor.
This tractor is not just a tractor. It really is a lifeline. It's an inspiration point. It's a tangible thing that we can get kids to see, young people all the way down to middle school, up through high school and beyond, to go, hey, farming, growing things, like this is our community.
We showed you in October the trail of damage left behind after someone stole the equipment and drove it through the fence around Food on the Move near Apache and Harvard.
When somebody decides to steal, they're really impacting all the people we serve, which is, I think, the heartbreak of it.
From heartbreak to a celebration, Food on the Move is able to now pick up where they left off. The tractor is used to help educate and also prepare the land for crops to grow on a 3-acre farm. In turn, help fight food insecurity in North Tulsa.
We grow produce that we give away in North Tulsa, those living in a food desert. But on top of that, we also use it as a part of our educational piece for our training at Monroe Demonstration Academy.
2 generous donors helped buy the Kubota tractor, brush hog, and brand new trailer. We talked with Kubota, who also pitched in after learning about the break-in.
You see people step in almost immediately anytime something happens. Food on the Move's doing such a good thing, it's easy to step in.
Reporting in Tulsa, covering news that matters, Scott Martin, Fox 23 News.
Here's some good news. Make-A-Wish, Oklahoma's largest fundraiser, topped their goal and raised more than $307,000.
Woohoo! This is great news. The donations are used for Oklahoma kids facing critical illnesses. We were live all morning at LaFortune Park Thursday for our radio partners KRMG's 18th annual Stories of Light.
Congratulations to everyone involved. This is such good news, and thank you so much to all of you who donated.
I do. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's hurry up and do this. Ready?
Hearing the sounds of bells ringing around Green Country. We talked to the Salvation Army about their annual Red Kettle campaign. Runners from across the world preparing for the Williams Route 66 Marathon in Tulsa this weekend. We spoke to some of the runners surpassing big milestones with this race. That's next.
Buying a vehicle is a significant financial commitment. So at Jim Norton Chevy, we want to make a major commitment to you. At Jim Norton Chevy, you get a 1-year vehicle return option and a $5,000 deficiency payment waiver at no extra charge. If you can't make your payments due to loss of income, bring your vehicle back and you're protected against any negative equity. Jim Norton Chevy's got your back. Come on, Tulsa, who does all that?
Jim Norton Chevy.
In Broken Arrow.
Severe weather in Green Country can develop quickly and put you in danger.
Whether it's thunderstorms, hail, flooding, or tornadoes.
We'll give you the most accurate and up-to-the-minute information.
We can do a track on that one because these storms are moving pretty quickly.
So you'll know
where the storm's moving, how long it will last, and when to take shelter.
When it really matters, turn to Tulsa's Chief Meteorologist James Adelot and the Fox 23 Severe Weather Team to keep you and your family safe.
At U.S. Cellular, anyone can get any phone free. So give yourself a free phone.
She's here.
Then give yourself the gift of not checking it. The gift of connection at U.S. Cellular. New and current customers get any phone free.
Ferguson Kia in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma is your Kia headquarters. Like the 2023 Kia Sorento SUV. With 3 rows of seats, the Kia Sorento has seating for up to 7. Plus, it has an available wireless phone charger pad and comes in available X-Line trims. Another great option is the EV6. The 2023 Kia EV6 electric crossover can go 0 to 60 in 3.4 seconds with 576 horsepower. And it has available dual motor all-wheel drive. Ferguson Kia, 161st and the Broken Arrow Expressway, just across from Bass Pro.
It's jaw-dropping, it's eye-popping, it's gut-busting, it's showtime. That's right, the whole world loves Beetlejuice. It's a rowdy, rambunctious, rollicking good time, and a big fantastical funhouse. Everyone agrees this show is so good. You've never seen anything quite like. What else do you need to hear? Beetlejuice, coming November 21st through 26th to the Tulsa Performing Arts Center.
Save with our 2 biggest sales in one at Johnson Floor & Home.
I like it.
Happy happening now. Runners from across the world are getting ready for Williams Route 66 marathon.
Fox 23's Amy Heibel spoke to a runner who says this will be his 50th marathon this weekend in his 50th state.
The Williams Route 66 Marathon attracts runners from overseas and from other states. On Sunday, Gary and Judy Mink and their sons, who flew to Oklahoma from Northeast Ohio, will all be running in Tulsa. Judy signed up for the half marathon, while Gary, Josh, and Jeremy will be running the full 26.2 miles.
And when I started to look at Route 66 and I saw that it's the shortest ultra marathon, because you can add the 3/10 to go to the center of the universe, I said, I'm going to do an ultra my last one.
Sunday's run will be a major milestone for Gary. It will be the 50th state he's run a marathon in.
But in terms of running his 50th with him, that was always going to happen. Like, there was no question about that. We did the same for our mothers.
Judy knows what a big deal this is.
Yeah, I'm excited for him. I know what it feels like. It's a journey. It's a journey. A great opportunity to see new places. I mean, not many people can say they've been to all 50 states.
Other than crossing the finish line, Jeremy describes the best part of this experience for their family.
Just being together as a family, I think that's indescribable, and very few people, I think, can say that two parents have completed 50 state marathons, and that we'll be with them both across the finish line. It's pretty incredible.
No matter what is finishing time, Sunday is shaping up to be a very special day for Gary and his family. We wish them all the best. In Tulsa, covering news that matters, I'm Amy Heibels, Fox 23 News.
There are plenty of spots where spectators can watch the race. The start line is at 7th and Main. Those looking for a lively crowd can go to the corner of Woodward and Hazel for the Wild on Woodward block party. The University of Tulsa has a cheering area near 11th Street and Tucker Drive. And there's a finish line party, of course, at Guthrie Green. Now, to see the road closures you will want to avoid, go to this story on fox23.com. New details. Governor Kevin Stitt's office is pushing back on claims the governor is using state troopers to target drivers with certain tribal tags.
Now, we've told you this is affecting those with tags of tribes that have no compact with the state. In some cases, those drivers that are getting stopped for other traffic violations are also getting ticketed on a technicality.
Some drivers and the Attorney General say Stitt ordered troopers to begin to enforce a policy that hasn't been in place for 30 years. The governor says the change actually came from within OHP itself, and he supports it.
A statement from the governor's office sent to Fox 23 reads, quote, "The Attorney General and others are mistaken. The governor did not issue any directive to OHP. He simply expects OHP to enforce the law."
A beautiful evening in Tulsa and a gorgeous start to the weekend coming. I'll let you know when to expect rain and where some of the heaviest rain may fall.
Certain fruit and applesauce products are being recalled after the FDA found lead in imported cinnamon. The products you need to look out for.
See the lowest Black Friday prices now. This high-back Taylor gliding recliner, normally $300, now just $196 with 60 months to pay. Get early access to Bob Mills Black Friday.
Truck Month is continuing here at Matthews Ford in Broken Arrow. With our great selection of trucks and amazing incentives from Ford, come take advantage of the opportunity to get your new truck today. Right now, get up to $9,000 off and 3.9% for 60 months on all new 2023 F-150 XLTs until November 30th. Shop us online at MatthewsFordBA.com or come see our inventory in Broken Arrow just off the Elm exit and come experience the Matthews difference.
Memories, a lifeline to our past, our family history, the story of us. A life of sacrifice, love, and hard work from generations before. But what if the final chapter becomes tragic due to nursing home abuse? Call us. The law offices of Jeff Martin and Hanson Durrani are here to ensure justice prevails. Let's rewrite that ending together. 918-728-8888.
Here's a holiday thought to ponder. Is it truly a wish list if you only have one wish? Here's to getting everything you're hoping for this season. Make your wish list a reality with exceptional offers during the season of Audi.
At Cox Mobile, we know that every family has different needs. That's why the more gig unlimited lines you add, the more everyone saves. Well, almost everyone. Now, when you switch to Cox Mobile, you'll pay as low as $30 per line when you add 4 or more gig unlimited lines. And it's all on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability. With no annual contract. Visit us today to get started. And bring the crew, too.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra. Available with the connected driving experience. And the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Or get $3,500 purchase cash on select 2023 Sierra models. Or get a total of $6,000 purchase allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
Right now in Bob Mills Sleep Spa. With any selected queen mattress, you get the exclusive heads-up mood base with LED lighting and wireless remote free. I'm giving you early access to Bob Mills Black Friday in Sleep Spa.
The Fox 23 Skyview cameras are sponsored by Wade's RV, turning miles into memories.
Temperatures are starting to cool down as we head into the weekend.
Yeah, and you really want to get outside and enjoy tomorrow before rain and storm chances on Sunday. Let's check back in with James. He's got your weekend forecast.
Yeah, as we look at a beautiful start to the weekend, mild temps, light wind, wall-to-wall sunshine. By tomorrow evening, clouds start to build in. That leads to rain and thunderstorms around on Sunday, but it'll all clear out. In fact, Wednesday and Thanksgiving Day should both be beautiful, but a little cooler. Now, the hour-by-hour numbers first thing in the morning, it will be plenty cool, but without much wind, so very little wind chill to deal with. If your Saturday starts at 7 a.m., we're talking 37 degrees, but a fast warm-up coming. Right now, it looks like a typical clear sky, light wind type evening temp map. It's 40 in Bartlesville, but 51 in Tulsa and Okmulgee, McAllister at 57. The winds are light. We're still clear as we look up, and I've got in the metro area 43 in Inola, but 46 degrees in Bixby and 49 in Broken Arrow. Owasso checking in at 49. We have made it to the weekend, and the weekend, at least the first half of it, looks great. 60s tomorrow, still in the 60-degree range on Sunday, but that comes with clouds, a pretty brisk southeast wind, and a lot of rain and possibly some thunder mixing in too. Heaviest rain from I-44 south toward I-40, and you can see nearly all of that falls Sunday and Monday, and then scoots out early Tuesday morning, most likely before daybreak. Severe storm threat is really small, but not zero. Best chance will be south of Interstate 40. 1 or 2 storms could produce a couple of hailstones. I don't expect much more than that. 66 tomorrow. Will be in the 60-degree range Sunday and Monday. Tuesday turning colder, well below our average high, and with a gusty north wind. By the middle of the day tomorrow, a beautiful day will be underway with light southeast winds tomorrow afternoon, 61 at noon. But remember, the clouds build back in tomorrow night. Hour-by-hour numbers will go with mostly clear skies and 37 degrees, and we roll in the 5-day. Once we get past the weekend, we still have some showers to deal with on Monday and 61 degrees. Tuesday, breezy, nearly all of the rain gone by sunrise, only 53, but with a gusty north wind, there will be some wind chill to deal with. And now the wind dies down by Wednesday, 54, light wind and sunshine, and that's going to hold out for Thanksgiving too. New at 10 o'clock, I've got a 10-day forecast. We'll see when we do get some more showers and an even stronger cold front in here too.
The Leonid's meteor shower peaks this weekend, but don't get too excited about it. This is a weaker shower, only providing 5 to 10 meteors per hour. Viewing will be best in the early morning hours before sunrise on Saturday. Spot the International Space Station Saturday evening. This pass will be just after 6 p.m. The station will be flying about halfway up in the sky, visible for 6 minutes. Look to the southwest for it to appear. And the moon will be meeting up next to Saturn early in the week. Monday evening after sunset, look to the southeast and spot the first quarter moon next to the ringed planet. For more information about what to see in the night sky, check out this article in the weather section of your Fox 23 News app. For Skywatch, I'm certified meteorologist Laura Mogg.
New at 9, the FDA says it's screening shipments of cinnamon from other countries for possible lead contamination.
Yeah, parents really need to pay attention to this. The announcement comes amid a number of reported illnesses linked to recalled fruit and applesauce pouches with cinnamon.
As of today, the FDA says they've gotten more than 30 reports in 22 states of illness linked to products by Wanna Banana, Weiss, and Schnucks brands. Items were sold at retailers including Amazon, Dollar Tree, and Sam's Club.
Lead is toxic, and can cause developmental delays in children. Symptoms aren't always visible right away, but could include head, stomach, and muscle aches, as well as vomiting and fatigue.
The March of Dimes graded Oklahoma on its maternal and infant health, and the scores are not good. Why Oklahoma is being graded so low. 'Tis the season to hear those iconic Salvation Army bells ringing. How much they hope to raise with this year's Red Kettle campaign. Next.
When the wind comes sweeping down the plains, call our dad. He can fix anything. Book off restoration, the one to call.
You know where you want to go in life. The 2023 Subaru Forester gets you there. Symmetrical all-wheel drive provides more standard capability than Honda CR-V, Toyota RAV4, or Ford Escape. Plus, Subaru has the lowest ownership cost, according to IntelliChoice. It's the SUV for all you love.
Get 3.9% APR financing on a new 2023 Subaru Forester during the 2023 Subaru Share the Love event.
With a Medicare Advantage plan from Community Care, you'll get the benefits you want and your choice of the area's premier health systems. And you'll get the plan that has the state's highest customer satisfaction rating.
Locally owned Community Care offers the Medicare Advantage plans Oklahomans can trust. Call now to enroll in the plan that cares for this community like no other health plan can or does.
Hurry, call now as Medicare annual open enrollment ends on December 7th.
Community Care, your health plan with heart.
I love creation as it stood alone. Make me a partner of the wind and sun. Honest and true as the horse go. Just keep an eye on all that's done and said. And guide me on the long trail road.
At T-Town Chevy, we buy more and pay more, so you get more. Cash on the spot, so hurry to Tulsa's authorized Kelly Blue Book Buying Center and get a top-of-the-line offer for your vehicle in 15 minutes. The deal of a lifetime. At T-Town Chevy, we're buying hundreds of vehicles, any make, any model, any price range. Plus, we'll buy from you even if you don't buy from us. So hurry to Jim Norton's all-new T-Town Chevrolet I-44 Memorial or log on at ttownchevypaysmore.com.
Start Saturday strong as undefeated Michigan battles Maryland. It's Big Noon Saturday on Fox.
It's less than 1 week till Turkey Day.
All new animation domination will leave you thankful.
Woo! Woo! Getting there?
Right after a Simpsons Thanksgiving.
Why, you...
Shrink up a new Crapopolis.
We were ejected from a bar. Have you ever left a bar voluntarily, Dad?
Fair point. No way of knowing.
Go stuff yourself with all new comedy. Sunday on Fox.
Happening this weekend, the Salvation Army's Red Kettle campaign is underway for the holiday season.
As Fox 23's Alexa Mostrom shows us, it's one of their biggest and most important fundraisers of the entire year.
The iconic red kettles and its ringing bells are back. The Salvation Army announced the beginning of its Red Kettle campaign and their donation goal for this year.
It's a part of Christmas. Everyone is familiar with the bell, the red kettle that comes out, and it kind of signals the season of Christmas.
Major Carlisle Gargis with the Salvation Army says that this fundraiser is known for bringing people together to support those in need.
I have people that come up to me at the kettle site that their grandparents took them to ring a bell when they were little because they rang and their parents took them. And it really is an opportunity for us to be our very best in how we take care of those most needy.
While donations saw a decrease last year, Gargis says they expect this fundraiser to do well.
It's a new world after COVID, and so we're kind of having to recalibrate how we do things. But the standard stable red kettle continues to roll out each and every year, and it's going to be no different than this year.
This year's goal is $600,000, and they've got red kettles headed to almost 50 different locations across the the Tulsa area. A well-known red kettle spot, the Tulsa Gold and Silver has partnered with the Salvation Army for 7 years.
So anyone that comes in and donates will match up to $49,000.
Mike Anderson with Tulsa Gold and Silver says this is a special way for them to give back.
There's more and more problems in the world, and a lot more people need help. And what better way than the Salvation Army?
You'll be able to find all the red kettles throughout the Tulsa area through Christmas Eve. Covering News That Matters, I'm Alexa Mostrom, Fox 23 News.
And the reason Tulsa Gold and Silver is matching up to $49,000 is because it's their 49th year in business. So it's a great way for them to celebrate while giving back.
You are very involved with the Salvation Army, so I know this is really important to you. For sure.
It helps so many people.
Absolutely. All right, moving on now. Let's talk about Affair of the Heart. It's this weekend. It's Brahms, an Affair of the Heart. They are the ones who sponsor it. It's fun. Have you ever gone?
Yes, I have. And so many people love to make it a girls' weekend event. If you missed it today, on Saturday and Sunday, you can go check out hundreds of vendors selling arts, crafts, clothing, and so much more, all at Tulsa's Expo Square. An Affair of the Heart is Oklahoma's largest and longest running arts and crafts show.
The show runs from 9 to 6 tomorrow and 11 to 5 on Sunday. We talked to one jewelry vendor who says they're always excited for the holiday season.
Oh yes, we usually see a lot of holiday shoppers around this time, and that's really exciting for us because we like to know that someone's going to get surprised on Christmas with one of our pieces.
Admission is $12 at the door, and your ticket is good through the weekend, so you can go Saturday and Sunday if you want. Kids 12 and under get in free. Look at that. They have such cool stuff. For more information, visit aaoth.com.
State Superintendent Ryan Walters introduced what he is calling sweeping discipline reform. Why one local school administrator says Walters is oversimplifying the issue. And the March of Dimes released their report on maternal and infant health in Oklahoma, how our state was graded and why Tulsa got a D-.
Experience the sights and sounds of Tulsa's hottest acts at the Cove at River Spirit Casino Resort. From big name performers to your favorite comedians, the Cove has it all. Upcoming shows include Dwight Yoakam, Styx, Peter Frampton, Mannheim Steamroller Christmas, and Johnny Mathis Christmas. Create an unforgettable experience every time you step inside. River Spirit Casino, where paradise never sounded so good.
It's that time of year again, America. So let's light up the season during the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. Choose from a large inventory of Ford vehicles equipped with technology, space, and flexibility for any season. Get special offers on our adventure-ready SUVs or on our great selection of Ford trucks. And make the holidays bright with Ford. Now get 2.9% financing for 60 months, plus $500 low APR cash on Escape, Bronco, Sport, and Explorer. Visit your best in Oklahoma Ford dealer today.
Ferguson Kia in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma is your Kia headquarters. Like the 2023 Kia Sorento SUV. With 3 rows of seats, the Kia Sorento has seating for up to 7. Plus, it has an available wireless phone charger pad and comes in available X-Line trims. Another great option is the EV6. The 2023 Kia EV6 electric crossover can go 0 to 60 in 3.4 seconds with 576 horsepower. And it has available dual motor all-wheel drive. Ferguson Kia, 161st and the Broken Arrow Expressway, just across from Bass Pro.
At Cox Mobile, we know that every family has different needs. That's why the more gig unlimited lines you add, the more everyone saves. Well, almost everyone. Now, when you switch to Cox Mobile, you'll pay as low as $30 per line when you add 4 or more gig unlimited lines. And it's all on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability. With no annual contract. Visit us today to get started. And bring the crew, too.
Big savings on a small scratch or dent. The Hahn Appliance Outlet.
New at 9, today is World Prematurity Day, and the March of Dimes has released its 2023 report card on maternal and infant health.
Overall, Oklahoma and Tulsa both got a D-. Not good at all. Fox 23's Catherine James talked with the March of Dimes and the Tulsa County Health Department.
The March of Dimes released their 2023 report card, which highlights factors that contribute to maternal and infant mortality and morbidity. They gave the United States a D+. The state of Oklahoma and Tulsa both got a D-, and Oklahoma City got an F.
We really look at
the different health disparities that exist in our state.
Lindsay Phillips with the March of Dimes says they look at things like reproductive, physical, and mental health, along with substance abuse, socioeconomic status, and physical environment. They also look at pregnancy-related deaths and infant mortality.
In Tulsa, there is a lot of healthcare deserts out there. There's not a lot of access to care for a lot of moms. Not everyone has access to transportation to hospitals, and there's also not a lot of birthing hospitals available.
Tulsa County Health Department says it's not all doom and gloom.
There are some good things happening in Tulsa County.
Raven Helmick works as a maternal and child health epidemiologist at THD.
We have a Tulsa Birth Equity Initiative and their doula program, and they've also partnered with OU to do a preconception health program, which is great because we really want to make sure that our women are reaching their optimal health before pregnancy.
She says improving these numbers is important for everyone.
Infant mortality really is that baseline of community health in the population. So how we take care of our infants and how we take care of our mothers really determines how much we care about our community.
For more information about the March of Dimes or the report card, visit marchofdimes.org. In Tulsa, covering news that matters, Catherine James, Fox 23 News.
New at 9, it's official. The federal government will remain open after today. The White House says President Joe Biden has signed a stopgap funding bill. It's a result of intense bargaining and voting in the House and Senate. The bill provides tiered funding through January 19th and February 2nd. That means without a deal, the shutdown clock will resume in the new year. In a developing story, State Superintendent Ryan Walters sent a memo to Oklahoma schools introducing, quote, sweeping classroom discipline reform. Now, here's a screenshot of that memo, which was also sent to Fox 23. It outlines how Oklahoma teachers are allowed to discipline kids in the classroom.
But one local administrator says Walters is not really introducing anything new, and he's oversimplifying the issue. Fox 23's Tanya Motorzitsky talked with the superintendent of Bixby Public Schools.
Although no new disciplinary rules were presented by State Superintendent Ryan Walters, he sent memos out to districts for teachers' disciplinary rights, as well as parents' and students' rights, as a reminder.
Look, the classrooms are out of control. We don't have discipline anymore. So the teachers can't teach and the kids can't learn in these type of environments.
Memo includes teachers have the right to not teach violent students, are protected against threats made in the classroom, and ensure districts uphold the handbook. The district's responsibilities include informing families of the policies and have it posted on school campuses.
Chaotic classroom environments are absolutely not the way that we're going to allow our schools to function, because we're never going to get good academic results when our classrooms are in chaos.
Bixby Public School Superintendent Rob Miller says it was disappointing to read this memo and was not productive.
There were some people who we're looking forward to hearing what new ideas the state superintendent might have relative to discipline in schools. But this, again, was just repackaging things that are already out there.
Miller says teacher safety in the classroom is priority. He says discipline is not a one-size-fits-all approach, and it needs to be altered for each student. He adds this memo seems like a way to pit groups against each other.
I don't know of any administrators that want teachers to struggle with students who are misbehaving in classrooms, but it's not as simple as Mr. Walters would like people to believe.
Covering news that matters, I'm Tanya Motorzitsky, Fox 23 News.
Happening now, the northbound lanes on State Highway 169 north of I-244 are closed again.
Yeah, check out this map Tulsa police posted with the big arrow showing where the northbound lanes close tonight at 8. Now, we told you BNSF has been working to repair a train bridge that crosses the highway, so you'll have to take that big highlighted detour in blue to get around it.
ODOT says drivers, especially semi-truck drivers, should take I-244 east to merge onto I-44. You can watch our map there. And on to 193rd North near the Hard Rock Casino. And you'll go up to where the Port of Catoosa, then take 46th Street back west to Highway 169. So you're kind of making a square there. Highway 169 will reopen Saturday at 5 a.m. Then guess what? Close again during the day on Sunday from 8 to 5. In a developing story, more companies are pulling advertisements, from X, formerly known as Twitter, after anti-Semitic tweets have sharply increased since the start of the Hamas-Israel war, with Elon Musk seeming to promote some of them. Musk recently endorsed a claim that Jewish communities push, quote, hatred against whites, saying, in response, you have said the actual truth. Since Musk's endorsement, major advertisers, including Apple, IBM, and others, have pulled their ads from the site. The White House has also come out against the post, calling it abhorrent promotion of anti-Semitic and racist hate. As we enter the holiday season, Amazon's really doubling down on its return to office mandate. Now, 3 years after the pandemic had office workers working from home.
The e-commerce giant said employees who don't regularly work in the office at least 3 days a week will have to get an additional layer of approval when seeking promotions.
The company has faced some resistance to the mandate, including a walkout at company headquarters last summer.
Former First Lady Rosalind Carter has reportedly entered hospice care. The Carter Center released a statement on behalf of the grandson of President Jimmy Carter and his wife, announcing that she's entered into end-of-life care at her home. She's said to be spending time with her husband and their family. The 96-year-old was diagnosed with dementia in May. Former President Carter entered into hospice care himself back in February.
Tulsa's John 3:16 mission says they still need donations for this year's Thanksgiving meal. How much they need and how you can help out.
Okay, so I'm not sure I could even talk about this, but US Cellular has a new deal where you can get literally any Samsung Galaxy for free.
You're so right. That's a totally awesome deal.
And it's just in time for gift giving season too.
My business sense says that's a great deal.
I'm gifting mine to my son.
Excuse me, it's work. Talk to me.
What a boss.
New and current customers can get any Samsung Galaxy free. Get the gift of connection at US Cellular.
However you do the holidays, do it together in the Chevy that's right for you. The strong and capable Chevy Silverado, the award-winning Chevy Equinox, or the all-new Chevy Trax. This holiday season, do more together in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups, or get $3,750 total cash allowance on this Silverado. Chevy drives Oklahoma.
Life is like a precious book filled with chapters of love, laughter, and care. But what happens when a chapter turns dark? If you or a loved one have experienced nursing home abuse, it's time to rewrite that story. The law offices of Jeff Martin and Hanson Durrani are here to turn the page on nursing home neglect and mistreatment. Call us today. We'll fight for justice, dignity, and closure for you and your family. 918-728-8888.
Catch $250,000 Red Spins Reboot, Saturday, November 11th, 18th, and 25th. Be one of 30 winners to play in our VGT tournament with a $12,000 top prize each tournament. Earn entries daily starting November 1st at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Tulsa. Tulsa's top spot for a good time awaits you. Come experience award-winning entertainment and nightlife. Escape and relax. Savor every bite. Then bring it all in for your encore. Only at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Tulsa. Voted Tulsa's best.
Every pre-owned car, truck, and SUV is now priced below market value for a huge year-end pre-owned clearance event at Jim Norton Toyota. Hurry, shop hundreds of late model pre-owns, nearly every make and model, all priced below market value for this one-time event. While they last, buy with zero down, make no payments for 90 days, plus get a lifetime warranty and a 7-day no-hassle return policy. So log on at JimNortonToyota.com, then hurry to Jim Norton Toyota, 9809 South Memorial.
Save with our 2 biggest sales in one at Johnson Floor and Home.
I like it.
Happening now, John 3:16 mission needs donations to help people put food on the table this holiday season.
Fox 23 weekend anchor Julia Gorman learned they're only at half of their goal ahead of a meal box giveaway that's happening tomorrow.
Time is ticking for John 3:16 mission ahead of Thanksgiving next week.
And with that goal of 5,000, and we're not really close to that.
Brian Bost, director at the Family and Youth Center, says this does tend to happen each year.
The anxiety, the excitement, everything kicks in because you want to have enough stuff to help as many people as you can.
He's confident they'll get there, but not without your help.
If I could thank every one of them personally, I would do that because it's just amazing to see how Tulsa comes together.
They need sweet potatoes, instant potatoes, pie filling, cranberry sauce, mac and cheese, stuffing, gravy, and of course turkeys. The outcome, he says, is priceless.
People just pulling up and knowing for sure that they're going to have that meal for Thanksgiving, and seeing the smiles and just seeing them drive away, knowing that hope has been given to them. I mean, there's really no words for that.
Covering news that matters, Julie Gorman, Fox 23 News.
That food box giveaway is at the Family and Youth Center near Pine and MLK Jr. Boulevard tomorrow from 8:30 to 4:30. It is preferred you drop off any non-perishable items before the giveaway starts in the morning. Boxes can be picked up Monday through Wednesday as well at the Family and Youth Center.
After tomorrow, you can still drop off food at the Mission's downtown location or the Under the Sun Garden Center near 91st and Sheridan. For information about hot meals being served next week and how to help online or monetarily, click on this story on fox23.com.
New at 9, a hat worn by Napoleon Bonaparte, who is regarded as one of history's greatest military leaders, goes on the auction block in France.
The rare black felt hat is expected to bring in more than $650,000 when it goes up for sale at an auction house in Paris. It has a three-colored rosette representing the French colors and is said to be from the First Empire around 1810.
The president of the auction house says Napoleon was ahead of his time in terms of creating an image by wearing a hat different from other officers.
The way he was wearing the hat was very different from the other person in this period, so he didn't wear it that way. He wear it in that way, so everybody can recognize Napoleon in battlefields, any place at 500 meters from. We say, this is Napoleon, that is why he put this hat, but it's a very simple hat.
The felt hat is among several of Napoleon's memorabilia items up for auction. The collection also includes a silver plate looted from Napoleon's carriage after his defeat at the Battle of Waterloo in 1850.
Mickey Mouse is looking good for his age. The Disney mascot turns 95 tomorrow.
On November 18th, 1928, the mouse made his debut in the short film Steamboat Willie. Mickey actually shares his birthday with his love, isn't that cute, Minnie, since she also made her debut in that cartoon.
Mickey's made it a huge impact in the last 95 years, including becoming the first cartoon character to speak and earned a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
M-I-C-K-E-Y-M-O-U-S-E.
All right.
Hey, he spans a lot of decades, right?
Absolutely.
Happy birthday.
Too much of that singing might give me a Disney spell. Take a look outside. We've got calm winds out right now. That'll continue for most of the day tomorrow. But rain clouds will be looming. I'll let you know when to expect that rain to start.
Preying on people whose loved ones are in jail. New on Fox 23 News at 10, the new scam the Tulsa County Sheriff's Office is warning you about. And a new police force is in place in Oilton after weeks of confusion. Coming up at 10, the tense meeting that led to tonight's big decision just about an hour ago, and why the former chief says he was wrongfully let go.
Watching Fox 23 News this morning is like having a big group of friends who wake up before you just to help you get your day started right.
Whether you get up before the sunrise or after, we have you covered with the latest breaking news, weather, and traffic.
Watch out this morning for this traffic headache so you know what to expect when you head out the door.
Heavy rain, storms coming through, lots of lightning.
No matter what time you wake up, we are right there with you on Fox 23 News this morning.
Covering news that matters.
Right now in Bob Mills Sleep Spa. With any selected queen mattress, you get the exclusive heads-up mood base with LED lighting and wireless remote free. I'm giving you early access to Bob Mills Black Friday in Sleep Spa.
At Jim Glover Dodge in Owasso, choose from over 150 pre-owned vehicles priced below $25,000 and get peace of mind with our Engines for Life guarantee and 7-day exchange program. We guarantee the absolute best price on your pre-owned vehicle purchase, plus quality you can count on from our Jim Glover certified vehicles. Check out this Nissan Kicks or Chevy Trax. Your choice, just $0 down and only $289 a month. And even if you have bad credit or no credit at all, we can get you approved. I'll see you on the showroom at Jim Glover Dodge.
See the lowest Black Friday prices now. The Emerson reclining sofa Love, just $998, and the recliner, free with 60 months to pay. Get early access to Bob Mills Black Friday.
Covering news that matters. Fox 23 News at 10 starts right now.
Tonight, the town of Oilton has a new police chief and officers. I'm Shay Rossi.
Glad you're with us on this Friday night. I'm Sarah Whaley. Now